Hey there, sweetness. How goes it? I do hope that it goes well. Welcome in, homies. Welcome in, homies. Please, please, please do the trap a favor. Make sure you get those likes up. Smash that like button on your way into the video. It's much appreciated. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Homie Haven Hangout, where we just go hang out. Cheers, dears. Let's bake a cake, shall we? I feel like I forgot my one big stoner excuse me for any and all coughs. We gonna need that. Disclaimer, so I don't break any terms and conditions. Hello. Hello. Welcome, homies. Thankful to see you here. What is up in your corner of the universe? What you guys up to? What you doing? I don't know if you guys are joining us from the reading I just did, but I wanted to cut that short so that all our vibing and hanging out and chit-chatting wasn't messing with the reading energy. But I want to come back and chit-chat, get stoned, bake some cake with the homies. You ever wonder you could sweep your lungs out? That's how I do that. Hello, welcome in, homies. Thank you guys for being here. Let's make sure we get those likes up, help boost the video. That way other people can find us. Hello, welcome, homies. Hello, hello, hello. What are you guys up to? Thank you. Thank you, whoever just hit the like button. You're awesome. You rock my toe socks. What are you guys up to? Let's chat. Get to talking. What's happening? Hello. Hello. From Kentucky. Hello, Kentucky. Getting stoned up in Maine over here. Yes, light it up. That's Homie Haven Hangouts, generally where I just sit and get fucking blitzed for you guys. Answer your questions, ask you guys connect, watch y'all fucking chat with each other. And cough my chicken nuggets out the whole time. Yeah, it bite. What are y'all up to? I see we got, was it 14 people in here? And we got 1 like. What the fuck? Hit that like button and then tell me what you're up to. Join the chat. Get on the conversation. I get some people are on TV. You guys can't actually. You guys don't got the keyboard option to come chat and whatever. But you got the like button option. Go smash that bitch. Thank you. I just seen it rise. You're awesome. Rocking the toe socks over there. Oh, I see little hearts over there. I appreciate those. Just for the record, hitting the hearts and stuff, it does help the video. It boosts me, definitely, but hitting the actual like button is separate from hitting the little thumb button over in the chat. And it does totally different things for the videos, I guess. I tell you right now, I am a low-tech girl in a high-tech world. I got no fucking clue how to do all the technology things, but I'm learning, and I've come to find that the like button, and I guess it's like one of the big major things here for the channel's growing is, you know, and I get it. I'll be watching or reading, and they're like, man, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. They say like 5 times, and I'm like, I already did, so come on, just get to reading. But I get it if their channel is like stagnant, they've hit a fucking standstill because a lot of their viewers are coming on, say they got 20 fucking thousand people viewing and only 20 people have hit the like button, that's showing that the majority of their viewers don't like their content. Whether that's true or not, that's what the viewers are expressing. They're like, yeah, no, it's good enough to watch, but it's not good enough to hit the like button on. That's like getting in a relationship and knowing you ain't never get married. You know what I mean? YouTube's like, I can't take your shit seriously. Oh, hang on. It might be the music, and I'm in my apartment, which is not a basement. Is that better? I put it on the Wi-Fi instead of just the mobile. Some being on the Wi-Fi will disconnect if I've got my music going on Wi-Fi, so. It's not really a rude question. Half of the readings on this channel took place in a basement. It's actually a part of the reason why I'm still so sick these days, but AMXLJ has. I'm not sure what that is. Is that like a breed of wheat or something? AM crossed with LJ? I don't know. I tell you, I'm already baked like a cake. I'm so baked I'm like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. The strand I've been smoking, Fun Dip. Fun Dip with a PH. That's the weed, actually. And then the dabs, those are called Wook Whispers. Oh! I prefer sativa. Indica puts me into couch. Hang on, we got the button thingy for question. Okay. Start a Q&A. Okay, all right. How do I do it? Done. Start Q&A. I don't know how that went. Did it work? Like I said, low tech girl, high tech world. But it asked if I wanted to do a Q&A. Right. I mean, it being medicinal is why it's a passion of mine. It's not just because I like to get stoned. Yes, it makes me silly. It helps take the fucking edge off in a way that doesn't take the shine off, okay? But I'm passionate about it because of all of its medicinal properties as well, for sure. I just didn't. I'm like, what are you? Well, we're here smoking. I was trying to put smoking with the homies, but there wasn't enough. It didn't give me enough to put that. Now the question's just kind of sitting there in the middle of my screen, not going anywhere. I don't know. It looked cool. It looked fun. But it doesn't even let me, like, do anything now. It's just sitting there. Did I do it wrong? Was I supposed to, like, ask you guys a question or something and you guys answer it? I got no fucking clue. Like, I don't know. What are you guys doing? What are the homies up to in your corner of the universe? Not allowed in the land. And now for a nine, a tooth for a tooth. Better watch. I'm simple. Ryan up church. You guys want to see my cards? I feel like this is just boring. Just sitting here waiting for comments. I'll show you guys all the new cards I've been working on. Some of them are just like really simple. I'll tell you, my fucking hand was dead, done, and I just needed like one more card to be able to get 8 of them laminated. So I just did something simple like the money sign one or something. Some of them are kind of intricate. Some of them fall in between. This is our newest deck I just did a reading with. I put some pictures up. Some coffee cups and witch's brew. Crystal ball. See if you guys can guess what they are, huh? Call it out if you see it before I say it. That one's pretty self-explanatory. Yes, Rubik's Cube. This one is kind of hard to see, and I know like sometimes it'll show the little honeycomb or hive in the background if it goes too much. That is a moth in a bottle. Some of them I tried my best, all right? That is my version of Black Cat. Yes, that was a bottle with a moth in it. Yes, cat. Nom nom. Yes. Ooh, I like this one. Yes. Yes. I like this. This is fun. It says, vibes attract tribes. Crystal broken down into some runes. A moon dream catcher. Crescent moon. We got some palmistry. I love this one. Crystals, yes. I feel like this one's one of my favorites. Yes. This one's got quite a few things in there. Thank you. That one's a mason jar, a couple candles, a little scrying dish, a bottle of potion, some books, and a crystal ball. Yes, my name is Gypsy. Birth given. We have some elixir. A card. Some have words, channeled messages, compulsive liar, witch's broom with a crescent moon. I did a bit better on this one, I believe. Thomas, go by little T. I like that. Thomas was a book in the Bible until they took it out. The Book of Thomas. Or they took it out of some versions anyway, not all of them. When They're Down. Song Dirty South. Sage Wand. Crystals. Crescent moon on a chain. Flower. Pentacle. Eat this guy. Chonky owl. This is my self-portrait. Are we ready for my self-portrait? This one's special. Lil T says, I love the Bible, John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his beloved son, and whomever believes in him. Yes. Yes, absolutely. There are many, beautiful lines in the books. Many. Oh, we got some hair dye. That one's inspired by my kid. Fire. The eyeballs. You can tell my hand was getting tired in these ones. This one says, I'll call you back. I'm saging my crystals. Handshake. Oh, repack my bowl over here. Cards, quite a bit. That was not even half of our deck. I made that whole deck in 2 days from the ground up. And I'm not done yet. Not done making them yet. I want to publish a deck online so like you guys could go on and buy it like you can with my books. I don't know exactly where to do that yet. But in the meantime, I just keep creating. Oh, weed? Enough to keep going for a little bit. Nature's medicine, you mean? Had a mortar and pestle in it. This is probably my favorite, one of my favorite cards. I do sometimes. I have a couple little seeds I'm working on popping now, but they're not going and growing yet. But we have some pretty sweet friggin' dispensaries around this town, and I know some people, and yeah. I've been talking about seeing if we were talking about this the other day, the show Disjointed on Netflix, where they like yes, connections. That show where they like go on and they smoke the weed and they test it and whatever. They got the YouTubers on there. Pretty sure they're YouTubers, and they're on there smoking the weed and talking about the strains and where they got it from and all the different shit. We need a shanty style one of those. I already do it in my own way, but I've often wondered, you walk into a shop and be like, hey, I'm doing a video and I'm smoking weed, and, like, what if I say I came to this place and got this, and, like sponsorship type thing, I guess would be the thing. Anyway, so here's one of my favorite cards, all right? It's half legal where I am. Oh, man. Medical. Yep. See, we had it like that for quite some time. I don't go to any of the recreational places anyway, or don't buy it recreationally from those places because it's like fucking 3 times more expensive. But, all right. So you guys know what a poppet is in, the craft and whatever. It's the little handmade dolls. Some call them voodoo dolls. Some call them poppets. Some literally just will sit there and make these little dolls because they're fucking cute, whatever. I like the look of the thing. The thing's fucking cute. So I've been drawing them in the thing. This one, he is getting drunk and farting into a candle. What do you think's going to happen here? I might have been stoned when I made this card. Yeah, I know, right? Money sign, again, one of the ones you can tell that my hand, I mean, look, this one's all intricate and fucking as many details as possible. It's cute little did. This one's like, oh my God, I don't even know how to fill this card. Creator problems, the struggle's real. Oh, the little dude again. He's not farting into the candle this time, though. He's just enjoying its company. Crystal with some leaves. You are protected. Fully protected. Hand of cards. A recycling bin. The red door. Yes, they sure do. The empty room. Is it empty though? This guy again, he's not real happy here. This is when he's being poked and prodded at. And he's like, I'd rather just enjoy life and fart in candles, bro. I'm sorry you feel that way, Gary. That sucks. Hopefully people don't smoke it right around you then. Hopefully the stoners in your corner of the universe are respectful. I tell you what, though, I've known people before that literally demonized me because I smoke pot, okay? They're like, I can't stand the smell. I'm allergic, all right? Get this. I'm allergic to pot. And you, even if you go stand outside and smoke your bowl, when you come back around me, I can smell it and it makes me sick, okay? Now, for all intensive purposes of this example, this person was a medical junkie, okay? This person literally did fucking opiates and the sleeping pills, all of it. Any kind of pill they could get their fucking grubby little hands on from a doctor, they're doing, okay? Psych meds, head med, the whole 9 yards. This is just a personal experience, okay? Story purposes. I can't stand the smell of your weed, Gypsy. It kills me. I'm allergic. I'm allergic. You're making me sick. You're making me sick. You're making me sick. Guess who smokes pot now? Guess who's not allergic to pot anymore? Guess who smells as strong like weed as me these days? No. Air's in the room, so it's not empty. True. I like that. I like that. Gary says, no, it's not a problem. Good. It's good people don't, I don't, from back when that person was telling me that the smell of my weed made them sick and stuff, I'm like, I'm sorry, I'll do anything that I can not to affect you with it, but you're not going to affect me either. I'll go sit in my car. I'll go outside. I'll go stand in a fucking snowbank on a negative 10-degree day so that I don't make you sick. But, you know what I mean? At the same time, I smoke when I'm sick. And like for that person, a trigger for me was watching somebody do pills. That made me physically fucking sick as I'm working on getting sober. The intense amount of, right? That's a good plan to have. And there are things people do all kinds of shit that, I'm like, no, I don't want to be around this. I can't say. I know people that smoke that spice shit, that K2, whatever it is, and I get it. I smell that shit, and immediately the back of my throat starts gagging, and I'm like, I gotta go. If I breathe it in, I'm like, literally feel like I'm dying, Oh, I didn't think you were by any means. I sometimes get just a little bit riled up when people are like, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, well, here's my perspective on there, I hope I didn't come across as rude or anything by any means. Sometimes we get subscribers that are like, you need to quit smoking. Come on here, stop fucking blah, 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 blah. And it's like, oh my God, enough. Go watch somebody that doesn't smoke then, but it's a part of my thing for being here is like, you guys don't have to smell it. If you guys enjoy being a part of the fucking stoner tribe, then enjoy, if you're smoking along at home, you do you. If not, this is a way that people can hear what I have to say. People can connect with me. People can, get an earful of my experience in life and not have to deal with the smell of my smoking. Awesome. I like that. You guys are awesome. All right. That one's pretty self-explanatory. Can you guess what's there? This one's kind of a two-parter, although I didn't color the tree the same, but yeah. We got the little dude climbing the tree. Oh, one of my favorites just came on. Mercules, his version of Shape of You. Have a wonderful night, Gary. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your comments and getting the likes up and all those things. You guys are awesome. You are all appreciated. Artsy fartsy. Well, I love this one. You're welcome, Gary. Have a good evening. Oh, this will be home when I make it there. This is my best go at a gypsy moth. So far, anyhow. Absolutely, you're welcome. Overheard you complain about them guys you met and complain about something. They tried their best. That was just the funniest thing. Sun. Spitterweb. And a little teeny spooter over here. A lone candle. Another tree. Oh, as I hold it upside down. This little guy again. Just sitting there. Oh, yes. We're getting close to the end, guys. We got this many. We have the cauldron. Some creepy hands turned into orb necklaces. A vial. I love this one. Book. The little Ouija reader. Bird's feet. Yeah. All natural magic. Little mushies growing out of crystal. Cherries. Drippy, drippy pumpkin. I love this one. A cabinet. Cabinet of treasures. Yes. That's the little Ouija word finder letter thingy. It's got a word for it. I don't know it. I can't remember it. some toadstools, a message in a bottle, and last but not least, a sword, a dagger. It says, ain't laughing. Yes, little shroomies. That is that for those. That's 2 days worth of doodles and scribbles and cutting and planning and because I think my daughter and I came to find 48 so far, 48 cards. Thank you. Me too. I do them at home. Glue-ons. Thank you. That was me coughing my nuggets out. If you guys have not seen, I put a little, just a, like, informative, like, this is a piece of why I sound the way I do. I know everybody assumes it's just smoker's cough, but it's not. I've had some serious health stuff happening for the past, probably going on like 2 years now. Mold. I put a little video up about that in my short section just to show kind of what, just a piece. It's like a little 40, 50-second clip or something of one piece of the infestation that my family and I were breathing in. And it takes a lot to get that stuff out of the body. Charcoal, clay, not giving any medical advice, okay? But the detox has been brutal. So sometimes I don't have the strongest voice. Sometimes I am able to get to the root of the infestation, the infection, and really calm, clear, and quiet it down. Sometimes it flares up real bad. So that's the thing with my throat, my nose, my voice always sounding the way that it does. Thank you. Yes, they absolutely do. And I'm out of that environment that little short came from, although there is still mold in the environment around me. So yes, absolutely. Although we do have to be careful on the honey. Sometimes honey can feed mold in the body. That was a place that I was going wrong in the very beginning of getting sick, was I was taking in a lot of honey and apple cider vinegar, actually. And those two things can feed mold. Yep. But the ginger and the lemon, very, very, very good. Garlic as well. I actually take these little, no worries. I didn't know it myself. So, again, I have to say for, YouTube purposes and all the things, I'm not giving medical advice. I'm not a doctor. I don't have a degree in this kind of stuff, but I do have my personal experience, and the things that I have learned. And actually, in my neck of the woods, if you go to the doctor and you tell them that you think that you are sick with mold, more often than not, they're going to give you an inhaler that feeds the mold, because they're going to be, I know you just have, sinus problems and allergies and all these things, and they will give you inhalers and pills that feed the mold. Maybe not always, but that happened to me. If I would have taken that inhaler, garlic and onion, absolutely. Yes, those are two of my strong staple foods. I sit there and eat onion raw. Do have to be careful because you gotta get between them layers. Onions can have mold as well. It is, once you learn about it, it's one of those things. Once you see, you can't unsee. Once you know, you can't unknow. And oh my fucking word, it's everywhere. But the more you know, the more you can fight back, and the better off you can be for it, for sure. But yeah, I just figured I'd throw that out there as to, that's why I sometimes have that really sharp, just cough. It is the way that I've come to understand it. Mold will grow as a ball in the lungs. And the more we attack and attack and attack at it, the more we disturb it. So it can sometimes like get mad, angry, fired up, ferocious, as it's being attacked. Yeah, I know, right? But not having the knowledge is fucking dangerous as shit, because like I said, it's a short. In my short section, it says just a piece of what my daughter and I were breathing in. That was the roof of the home that I was in, but the mold was right down to the fucking carpet in the basement. Like, and not only were we taking that in, but we were also taking in toxins through our water, like very badly. So having the combination of those things, I'm literally only here because God wants me here. You know? Organite. No, I have read about that. I do believe that that's one of the things that the detox route is. I mean, it leaves a lot to be understood, but I feel like Organite was one of the things that I was reading that you have to take as a like multi-part medicine. So like you do the Organite with ivermectin and a couple other things, and you do them each, like one day, one the other day, one day, one the other day, and then you take like a week off of the things or something like that. Or is Organite the crystal? Is Organite a crystal? I'm sorry, I want to dance to Up Church over there, YC. Not really. I'll have to look it up. I'm a pyramid. Okay, is that the stuff with like the resin and the crystal chips and the copper and all that in it? Like the copper spirals and stuff in them? Yes. I have always wanted one. I do not have one. Have always wanted one. I actually did. I was playing around with copper a while back in that place that we were getting freaking poisoned in, basically. Got some copper wire and things and was wrapping it around stuff, and maybe that helped keep me alive until I got the hell out of there. I have no idea. But yes, I have seen those before and wanted one. But generally I'm at the shop that I see them at for something else, and I'm already spending all my tokens. I do like, I'm not going to call it Reiki because I'm not certified. I have not gone to classes and things, but I do crystal healing with my body that, yeah, you'd know it if you've seen it. Oh man, can really, really be helpful. Nice. I'm definitely going to keep that in mind. Absolutely. Even more so than it already has been. Maybe invest in one of those around the house for Christmas. Excuse me. Also, I know it sounds awful, the whole coughing process, but it's actually the body's way of fixing the problem. Getting things fucking, shook up, unstuck from a place that it's been fucking stuck in because I was in that place for 3 years. And that had its own fucking brand of mold and spores and things, but everywhere else does too, okay? Yes. So if I'm not smoking, I can feel my lungs get heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier. And I try to cough, and it will literally give me a friggin' headache trying to make myself cough. Will end up hurting my lungs, make me feel like my chest is gonna fucking collapse, sort of. Take a hit of the weed, and whoa, here we go. We're on the move. Now, like, when I get sick, when I get a flu, when I get a cold, when I get bronchitis, when my kid gets sick, gets a cold, flu, bronchitis, any of those things, we go to the doctor. Our doctor, her pediatrician, is an awesome woman, and she tells us, she's like, do not go get cold medicine. Don't do that. It suppresses the cough. Yeah, it makes it so that you don't have your painful cough, and we get it. That's what you're trying to treat. You want to treat the cough, but at the same time, you have to cough the shit out. If you suppress the cough, you're suppressing the germ in your body. So she will recommend, if it's nothing, if it's a virus or something, honey, lemon, ginger, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And I'll throw myself under the bus. She only ever told me that after I gave my kid fucking cough medicine for like 2 weeks in a row, like the recommended amount and everything. But her sickness wasn't going away, and actually was kind of getting more persistent. And she's like, well, how are you treating it? The doctor. And I'm like, fucking children's this and that, this and that. And she's like, oh, mommy, no. She's like, I know you're doing your best, and that's what, you're told to do. And that's, you look it up, what do you do? Da, 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 da. She's like, but actually, if you ask me, in my humble opinion, what's best is nature made. So, yeah, I smoke a lot of weed, but it helps me get up all the shit that's been in there for far too long. And so the thing I've come to find is I am very mold sensitive. Some people can go stand in that shit, breathe it right the fucking head, no problem whatsoever. Me, it's like I'm at a rave. I could be standing in a fucking empty room with nothing, and all of a sudden I'm in a rave. All the lights are going. Like, if you notice how sometimes I move, the light on my camera changes or whatever, that's what like life will look like to me. It's like you see those freaking video games of flying around in these cars and everything that's got these weird lines and lights and everything, and it's mold. It's fucking mold. Yeah, absolutely. Now, there's another part to that. You got to be careful, because you know how much weed has mold in it? What kind of rabbit hole are we going down? Yeah. I appreciate that, but really? I think it just happens so that we can talk about it. When I look back, I've lived in a lot of moldy environments without having any fucking idea that that's what was happening. This last round with the, giant amounts and all that, like visible fucking takeover. If it hadn't happened like that, I wouldn't have learned the things that I have. And hopefully I can take those things and give back, help people, Yeah, absolutely. Too much of anything. I am trailing right off in my brain because a good song just came on. Check. Yes, absolutely. And so, one of my favorite places where I generally get the majority of my weed now, they test thoroughly. And I mean, there's different types of mold, there's different spores, there's different strains. Okay. Some will affect people differently than others. But like, it's all I'm thinking like butterfly effect type, because it's like you can go get a friggin' I need to pause that. Oh, it steals my attention. What was I saying? You can go fucking chop down some weed, bring it in your house to dry. It don't have no mold on it. Or if it does, it's, not anything that's super harmful to the general human body. You bring it in your house to dry it, and your house has black mold in there. That happened to me. I didn't know about the mold infestation in the house. And I'm sitting there chopping down not just weed, but like all kinds of things, different berries and fucking leaves and flowers and all the different things, hanging it in fucking hang baskets, putting fans on it, blowing the fucking air from the house right straight at the shit so that it dries well. And come to find out, the air has so many fucking mold spores in it that it's poisoning the weed, that it's poisoning the fucking leaves that I'm gonna use for medicine, like fucking mullein leaf. Go get that, fucking rinse it off, get the hairs out of there, and technically, yes, as far as I've been made aware, I could have done some things. I really just preferred to wash my fucking hands of it. I made some reports to some like safety concerned situations. As far as I'm aware, nothing ever happened. Like the house that I was staying in. And I've made it pretty aware. I talk about it a little bit from time to time. It's still pretty hard because it's sort of a residual issue. But I had gotten into a relationship, in my humble opinion, with a covert narcissist. I was baited. I was tricked. I was lied to. I was brought, not just me, but my daughter, brought from our home, which I already didn't see to be, the greatest. Like there's mold present in my apartment that had made me very, very sick. I met someone that was like, oh, I have my own house and it's way safer. And, you guys need to be somewhere safe and all this kind of stuff. And we started moving our things out there little by little, testing the waters, came really close to giving up my apartment. And in the process of everything, I had been getting quite sick, but I figured it was just stress from the move and all the different things. Not to mention my partner that I had gotten with had a lot of health issues theirself. One of them being a terminal disease, kidney failure. One of their kidneys fully died inside of their body, and the other one only had a few percent filtration working. And to me, that was presented Hello, sorry, we lost our connection for a minute there, but I'm not sure where I went out. Trying to just get this out. Kidney failure, it was presented to me as that he had a hormonal issue, hormonal imbalance, or that it was something from his family, genetic. And I just felt really bad for him. Like, you've only got God knows how much time. He is a single father. That was actually how we met. Our daughters were friends, and our relationship grew from there. His daughter has a pacemaker in her heart. The pacemaker keeps her heart going. She has a lot of immune system troubles, things like that. And so, and me and my daughter always have things going on. I figured my declining health was majorly stress based. I had my daughter and I had been not victims, survivors of domestic abuse really badly. That is how we came to get this apartment that I started to move out of. It is domestic violence housing. I figured telling my story made me look like a survivor, made me look strong, made, a decent man understand that there's no room to hurt us here. We've already been hurt. We've already been tricked. We've already been all the different things. And, well, yeah, a nice person would look at that and be like, I need to make sure I treat this person respectfully, carefully, fragilely, But a predator would be like, hey, this one's already been fucking broken. So, thank you. I feel like that is what happened. I ended up with a predator. Again, they had said, my house is safe, and you guys got to be somewhere safe, and all the different things. And we got out there and started getting sick. Came to find that it was the RO, reverse osmosis system, in the house, majorly making me sick at first. Later on, came to find the mold as well. But it is not just mold, actually. There's mold upstairs and there's fungus downstairs. So, but apparently when they sold the guy his house about a decade ago, it was lethal. His water, his well water, was lethal and fatal for arsenic. And they made him put in a filtration system called reverse osmosis system. And they told him that he had to maintain it once a year, every year at the very least. Professionally maintain. They had to come in, change the filters on the system, and clean out the tank. It has like a membrane and a bladder thing, and arsenic is a heavy metal. It's a organic and inorganic compound, depending on which type it is, and it can be very, very dangerous. But even other things, if you don't change a filter on something, it's like if I smoke a cigarette a million fucking times with the same filter, am I actually filtering out anything, or am I poisoning myself worse than fucking not even putting that filter on there, right? Kind of like that. But the guy was greedy, very don't want to spend a penny to fix anything. I'll pay my mortgage so that I look like I have this nice big house. Nice big looking house, okay? But never maintained anything in the house. That RO system hadn't been changed or maintained in at least 8 years before me and my daughter went there and started drinking the water. Yes, stingy. We got really sick. It was when my daughter started to get sick with all the same types of weird shit that I had, that all red flags went up. At first, he was telling me, that it was just me getting used to his laundry detergent or his, fucking cleaning supplies, or, like it was just the house or stress or whatever kind of gaslighting it is. Keep losing the connection. But anyway, my daughter got sick. We had lesions. They're called arsenic lesions across our body, majorly on our chest and our stomachs and our backs. Also our hands and feet and face, really everywhere. But we went to the doctor. Our nails also were very brittle, breaking off everywhere. Really painful. Everything hurt to touch. Our guts hurt. Our backs hurt. Everything hurt. We just didn't feel good at all. I went to the doctor. We went to the doctor. They immediately diagnosed us with arsenic exposure and sent us straight to the emergency room. We had to be poked and prodded, and arsenic actually will harden your blood in your body, can cause it to coagulate inside of you. So thankfully my daughter's blood draws went well. Mine did not. I took in a lot more of the arsenic than she did because I'm a real avid coffee drinker and she's not much of a water drinker. Thank goodness. So I probably should have, looking back, but at the same time, I had a lot of things that I was dealing with on the outside of that, and he knew. The domestic violence relationship that my daughter and I got out of, she was still being forced to go visit the other side, young, not able to speak up for herself, and some bad things happened there. We needed to get some protection orders and court. So more court just didn't feel feasible. And I, was led to believe that it was completely accidental and that the person, was very sorry and they left us and they couldn't believe. After, at first, making me think that I was crazy, we were crazy, there was nothing actually wrong with us, and if there was, then it was, just something wrong with us and nothing to do with going out to this place and all this shit. Well, my blood had coagulated inside of my body to the point that when they went to draw it from me, it wouldn't go into the needle. They had to shake the needle inside of my vein, and it burst my vessels. I started convulsing on the table, went into what they call rigors, which is basically rigor mortis without dying. Your body starts to fucking go into rigor mortis while you're alive. That happened to me on a medical table. My daughter staring at me the whole time, being like, Mom, oh my God, Mom. Thinking she was the last thing I'm going to see, Anyhow, just understand your environment. It's really important. At the same time, I will say, I started learning about water filtration there, okay? I come back to my apartment and all these arguments and all the things. This person was also cheating on me behind my back. So they had a really good reason to just be so defensive and hateful, because they just didn't actually care in the first fucking place. They just had a mask on and a point to prove and a role for me to fill. Anyway, we started coming back to the apartment little by little, and we still weren't getting a whole lot better. I went and got water filters for everything, learning that arsenic and toxins build up in the system, that it's not just it hits us and then it's gone. It's actually built up and we have to clean and clear it out to get it to go away. And so buy all the water filtration for the shower, for our, drinking water, all the different things. Thank you. And I know, hindsight's 20/20. I'm single now, not there now. But, these are the thoughts and the feelings and the expressions that I had at the time that led me to where I was and now where I am. But So we started filtering all the water and doing all the things here at the apartment for me and my daughter. And then they put out a press release, news release everywhere in my city that we had fucking forever chemicals in our water. The PFAS stuff, that it had gotten into the public water at a higher level than what was, legally allowed and all this different stuff. And it's like, well, thank God we were filtering at that point. Didn't get it all filtered. I'm sure we ended up with some of that, but like the way that butterfly effect worked, a lot of our water was more filtered than it had been when they had said that, you know what I mean? So it was like, okay, all right. Then I had to learn things about the water filters and how you put them into your sink or how you put them on your shower. They come with Teflon. Teflon is supposed to be, this is still something I'm trying to figure out. Teflon is supposed to be toxic, okay? So I was given by my maintenance person this stuff called Great White, which is like a liquid rubber cement stuff that seals things. And he's like, you put that on there instead of the Teflon. Do that. That says right on the thing that it gives you cancer. So when your water passes through it and touches it, it's actually poisoning you more. So, but actually I feel like if that's up top of the filter, it will be filtered out. Yeah, okay. Up further than the filter. Still not great. But then I was just watching a thing, all these rabbit holes, PVC pipes. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, abuse. That's why I said covert narcissism. I learned about that after. I have always been more aware of overt narcissism, the ones that are very grandiose, very out there, you look at this person and you're like, there's something fucking wrong with this person. You know what I mean? Maybe not at first, but real quick, you're like, there's something this person is real flashy. Look at me, validation, fucking just, everything. No empathy having ass motherfucker. That's overt narcissism. And that is actually what the narcissistic abuse that I was dealing with initially was. My daughter's father, he was diagnosed as a grandiose narcissist with antisocial personality disorder. So that's what I had started to study about and learn about, was that real grandiose sense of self that, I'm better than you and you don't even deserve to breathe type thing. And they're very open about it. They'll literally say that kind of shit to you and treat you like that. Whereas the covert narcissist is very quiet, very silent, very, if you ask me, a lot more fucking dangerous. And they're the ones with no empathy whatsoever. I wouldn't say that an overt narcissist doesn't have any empathy, because if that's what my daughter's father is and that is what he's diagnosed with, then he has more empathy in his fucking pinky toe than the covert narcissist that I just dealt with did. My daughter's father hated me drinking out of the tap water, hated me fucking using, hair dye. And it wasn't about the way that I looked. It was the chemicals. It was, and I mean, yes, he did use a good amount of cleaners and things, but I don't know. It's hard to explain. Water being one thing, though. That's an easy thing to explain. My daughter's father would literally carry fucking spring water around and give it to anybody that needed water. And tell them, how important it was to swish their teeth out, to get dirty, filthy shit out of their mouth and all the different stuff. And people would look at him like, well, you just think you're better than us because you drink water and you swish your teeth. No, he's trying to tell you that you can do better. You can do better. He's not telling you he's better than you. He's telling you that you can do better. There are lots of ways that this man would be like, I'm better than you. My fucking socks cost $300 and your fucking whole house costs like, a penny. Fuck you. That kind of, But the covert narcissist will give you poison. And if you ask them, hey, was there poison in that water? They'll, even if they know for a fact it is, they're gonna lie, they're gonna cheat, they're gonna fucking tell you, you put it there, or fucking whatever it takes so that it's not detected that they knew that they just gave you fucking poison. Like, what? What? I don't know how to, you know. Yes. People can suck. But again, a lot of things learned through it, you know. I've started to learn about this family called the Ballard family. And that's actually the background that I chose for the video that I did in the short of the black mold infestation, because I was hoping that people would be like Melinda Ballard and go look that person up. Because it's not just, again, me that's affected by mold. It's not just me that gets sick. And it's not just, you know, my home that has it, or this one place that did, or it's frigging everywhere. It's so prevalent. It's such this huge problem that people don't even know, don't even understand, don't take seriously, you know? We're talking about narcissism and mold. They actually say that narcissism is the black mold of the home, black mold of the family. Like, there are these connections to things, that red string, that, oof, things we don't know, but should, could. Yeah. Yeah. But that family, the Ballard family, they had a fucking mansion. Okay. And a lot of people don't talk about things because they're embarrassed. Like I just said, some people will look at you and be like, man, my sock costs $300 and your whole fucking life costs a penny. I'm not going to listen to you. Fuck you. You know? Ooh, that covert narc I just dealt with, everything's like that. My car costs 40 grand and you don't fucking have one. Why would I ever listen to you about car shit? You know? I own my home and you get fucking housing. Why would I ever listen to you about house stuff? You know, I have a job and you're a stay-at-home mom, so why would I ever listen to you about anything with money? Why are you with me? You know, why are you with someone that this is what you think this fucking lowly of me, that you would never listen to anything I have to say on anything because I'm not on your level with you? Why were you with me for? Narcissism. Oh, because I'm a vampire and you got great energy? Anyway, I was just about to say something and I totally lost it. I do my best and I pray for the rest. Thank you. Fuck, I forgot what I was going to say. Fuck them people. Yeah, I'm trying like, stoner moment. Something about them thinking they're better. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it don't matter, really. But what does matter is pay attention, you know, keep your eyes open, listen to your bodies. Had been talking about the Ballard family. That was a thing. How some people are embarrassed because, you know, they're afraid the world's going to look at them like their life ain't worth a fucking penny, you know, because somebody else's sock costs $300. My life ain't worth fucking nothing. You know what I mean? Some people won't even talk about what they live in, what they deal with. But they got to understand shit like this. This family that I keep talking about, the Ballard family, I want to say it was Arizona. It might have been Texas. They were down south in the 90s. They had a fucking mansion. I mean, a mansion upon mansions upon mansions. A fucking huge, gorgeous home. Okay, this chick was like fucking New York affluence and, you know, fucking bought this like 127 acre fucking property with a big old estate on it. Moves her family right in there. They're all these healthy fucking, you know, well-to-do, happy, good nature fucking family. Yeah. But this is just a thing to say, that's a normal human thing to be like, people are going to judge me because, you know, I got black mold in my apartment. Okay. I've said it. I'm on housing. Okay. So for me, it's like, well, she's on housing and she has mold in there. You know what I mean? And I'm afraid going and telling people. I did tell people, and people treated me like I was the fucking problem and like I needed to hurry up and figure out how to get the fuck out of here and get off the housing. And it's like, well, I mean, yes, absolutely, but I'm sick. I'm fucking sick. I'm living in it. How am I supposed to fucking get better to get out? Like, you know? But then also, if I hadn't learned about this kind of shit, I'd probably be way more susceptible to going and buying my first fucking home and thinking that I could take care of the problem with some fucking Dawn dish soap. Like, you can't. Oh, you can't. Even thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of remediation doesn't always work. But the things we learn, you know? Anyway, these people just really kind of helped break the mold. And I'm pretty sure that that's a thing that it says in one of their things, because they were like on a fucking TV show and things back in the day. Like I said, it's like 90s. But break the stigma, talk about it, because what happened to them, mold, black mold in that mansion. They move out to this mansion. Pipes fucking burst. It was a whole thing. They didn't, you know, I can't even recall the whole story. I'm probably chopping some shit up, but they didn't take care of it right off the bat, didn't think that that was prominently an issue. The whole family started getting sick one by one, real bad, to the point that like the father was diagnosed with fucking Alzheimer's in his like 40s or something, because it literally puts you in a brain fog. You forget fucking, oh, it takes right over. Takes right the fuck over your whole system. Like, mold is so strong that if you are in a home and you take in spores from that home and it plants and it makes you sick, it's taken over your body, and you go to leave that home, you go to leave that building, or say it's in a car, whatever the fucking place is, it gets into the host body goes too far from it and starts to get sick because it starts to detox. That was the whole thing where I was saying about blinding lights and everything's fast and flashy and I can't hear right and things like that. Be out driving and it's almost seems like I'm having a fucking panic attack, but I'm not really having a panic attack. It's a mold attack. Bacteria, yeah. So that was happening. These people are getting fucking sick. All this shit's happening. Come to find out, it's mold in their home. Black fucking mold in their home. And they got out. They figured it all out, got out, started getting a little better. And then somehow they all died one by one later from mold fucking connected illnesses. So, but they were rich as fuck. I mean, money to the money. So, it's not somebody's fault because they're poor. It's not somebody's fault because they're broke. You know? Don't stay quiet about it if you're dealing with it. I don't know. Staying quiet is a fault. Yeah. Yep.
And to be fair, I mean, back then, it was the 90s. We still don't know a whole lot about detox, natural detox, all these. Our best fucking detox is chemotherapy. Fucking radiate the person. Mold grows into tumors. Mold spores turn into tumors, cancerous tumors. Mold is responsible for Lyme disease. Mold is deemed to be responsible for Asperger's. Aspergillus mold is deemed to be responsible for Asperger's syndrome, autism. There are major studies out there about all of this. Like major fucking, it's right there. The proof's in the pudding. It's there. But me, if I go down to my doctor, my primary care, and I start talking to them about mold, they look at me like I got 12 fucking eyeballs. And like that could never be the problem. But they have a little questionnaire in there that asks if mold is present in my home. Why? Like, what's the disconnect? I went in there complaining about mold once, and the doctor that I saw, the one that gave me the inhaler that would have fed the mold in my body and made it worse, was telling me that I was just basically being dramatic. It was like medical gaslighting, telling me that I was being dramatic, that everybody had fucking breathing problems over something, everybody had allergies over something, and that he had just got a new to him used car, and every time he got in it, he had breathing problems. So, like, should he go see a doctor every time he gets in his car? And I'm like, I mean, if your breathing problems are so fucking bad that you think it's going to kill you, like, I'm here for it because I don't even like doctors. So probably, yeah. Quit driving the fucking car around. Take your doctor money and go get another one. Yeah, hypocritical oath. I love that. Oh, this life sometimes, it leaves a lot to be questioned. But I say all the time, do your best, pray for the rest. Do your best, pray for the rest. It's the best I got. No, unfortunately, you can't fix stupid. And there ain't no insurance for it either. All right. My phone battery said it was going to die probably like 10, 15 minutes ago. So I think I'm going to go get that thing charged. But yes, amen. Keep the faith. You guys as well. Thank you for being here. I appreciate the crap out of you guys. I love you. You mean everything to me. You guys are my sunshine. Until we speak again, my dears. Be safe. Be healthy. Take care of yourself. Bye. Eventually.